It's 5:46. Today marks 5 years since the Sun Prairie explosion rocked that community.
Our Josh Sprider is live in downtown Sun Prairie this morning with how they've grown stronger since that tragic day, and they really have, Josh.
Oh my gosh, guys, I was one of the first reporters in the aftermath of the explosion 5 years ago today, standing near this location, and I can tell you, this community has changed a lot in the last 5 years, but they've only gotten stronger. And one of those that I was talking to on that time was Mayor Paul Esser, who's joining us once again this morning. Mayor, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So 5 years ago today, you'll remember July 10th, 2018, it was a morning just like this. It was a beautiful day.
It was.
It was a tragic day that you guys never saw coming.
Totally unexpected, of course. You don't anticipate those things, but it was a gorgeous summer day.
You know, when you think about how much has changed for your community in 5 years, what comes to mind?
Well, so you go back to that day, unexpected. The road behind us, State Highway, had a hole in it from the explosion, so the cars were routed out of our downtown. Buildings still smoldering, they're still putting out the fires, and we had to figure in short order where we were going from there. So then all the planning started, all the pieces had to come together, and we had no plans. But the state governments stepped in, the governor came, the Department of Transportation secretary said they'd get the road open, which they did by November of that year, and we stabilized the buildings. The old city hall that's across the street from us, we weren't sure about it. It got proven to be stable, and then the owners repaired it, and slowly but surely we came back. So when the road reopened in November, I said at that point, we are now moving on. Figuratively, at least, we're moving on. We're not leaving Corey and his family behind. They'll always be there, be in our hearts. But it's time for the community to move on with the tragedy that has happened.
You know, Sun Prairie, one of the fastest growing communities here in the state of Wisconsin. It didn't seem like it that day, though. It seemed like a very small community because everyone was coming together to lift each other up.
It was amazing that evening. I was out at the command center at one of the middle schools, and people kept coming in all evening with supplies. I don't know how they knew where to come and what they should bring, and even that they needed to bring anything, but all night long they came. And the emergency service people, fire, EMS, and police, have protocols, and when they have a major disaster, they ask other units of government to come in and help. All night long, vehicles were coming in, fire trucks, ambulances. Police were at another location. I didn't see them, but it just kept coming. And you would have thought this was a town of 2,000 people where everybody knew each other, and we're not that anymore. But that evening, we certainly were.
You know, you think about how many local businesses thrive in this community. And now Abby Barr, of course, you know, of Corey, now has her own business here in downtown.
Right.
And it's really, you talk about a comeback there. That's an incredible story.
It is an incredible story. A block from where we are, she has her business that she's putting her heart and soul into, something she wasn't doing 5 years ago, but has staked out a new place for herself and is moving ahead, same as the community is doing.
Yeah, and this is home for a lot of people, and definitely Sun Prairie Stronger.
Yes, yes, we're very proud of what the people accomplished.
Well, Mayor Esser, thank you so much for your time this morning. I appreciate it very, very much.
You're welcome.
Coming up in our next hour, guys, you'll see Fire Station 1 right down the street. You can see the flag, the fire truck out. We're going to be talking to the fire chief about how his team and his department has gotten stronger and how they have recovered from this incident 5 years later.
All right, Josh Sprider, thank you very much. We appreciate that.